on, Sam? Welcome, welcome. Good evening, Wind. Nice. Testing of the ports is always a good thing. All right. I think we're in. Let's see. Should go black for you guys in a second. Like that, huh? So this is Salian. Altmer. High Elf. And, he's, thank you, Sam. Also, Sam, while we're here, thank you again. Bob Ross apparently invaded my LODs. Literally. It's crazy, right? Oh, it gets better. Like, look at this. Yeah. And then, like, you know, parts of the rift you would think would have more, aside from, well, the aspens you could see. But there are pines mixed in. But, yeah. And, of course, look at Falkreath. Hey, Sonar. Trees everywhere. And we got us some John Rose Mountains. Got us some nice granite. Cause that's what I went with. So yeah, Salian. Altmer, he's a vampire. We started him here. He is at the eastern border of the Pale and Winterhold. Greetings, Strudel. Welcome. As you can see, he's already, you know. And you know, I heard the thing about the vampires and the blue eyes, and yeah, I understand that. But you know, different. He started here at this little unmarked hunter's camp. And yeah. So the backpack closer clips, but it actually is the better of the two, so I can thank Wind for that. The cloak is, you know, it still clips with the feet like normal, but it tucks up underneath, which I like. It doesn't go over what he wears, it goes up underneath. There's only 3 of them, right? And of course, there looks like they would be tied more towards a female character, right? Salian. Gathler. He is a high elf. Mage, obviously. And if you couldn't tell with that exquisite staff that he carries sometimes. Yeah.
Somebody help! Come on! Guess it's all clear now.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Nothing here. Okay. So before we were interrupted, so he heard tales long ago of a mage who had a theory about particles.
I've been hunting and fishing in these parts for years.
And you'll be dying in these parts for years if you keep interrupting me. He's looking for a few things. Well, looks like we'll find out. I hear more. Let's see what he's equipped with. We are near Dawnstar. Of course there's wolves. There's always wolves, right? We started on Master difficulty. So we may be bumping that up. Well, we need her closer. So I apologize about the lighting. I see skeevers. Everybody else see the skeevers? I see skeevers. I don't know how strong those skeevers are. Well, not strong enough. Let's take a look around here. Interesting. Good Good find. Let's take that one. So I have my lighting set so that interiors that are meant to be dark are dark. You'll basically only see light sources, right? The candle light's there. This lighting here will flicker overhead until I go into third person. And then of course it sheds light everywhere. It's meant to do that on purpose, so don't worry about that. Other sources like this candle is not lit, so we're okay. So yeah, so he heard the stories, he heard the tales. It's, he's not quite fully convinced. Or maybe he is, and maybe he's jealous that there was another who was able to do something that an Altmer wasn't. But we do need to get to the town. Look at the trees. That does look nice. So I have no vampire overhauls for him, although he is a vampire. So of course we will have the stunted, daytime. No overhauls for... I was going to throw Harvest Overhaul on, and then I decided not to. Because then I would be picking a ton of alchemy ingredients. And it's not really the point.
Hi there.
Get the hell away from me, kid.
Rustcliffe, I've been wondering. Maybe after the baby is born, we should move to Hammerfell.
Hammerfell? I'm not against the idea, but why?
I'm just worried about raising a child in the middle of this
Ivan
war.
staff.
War of mine. It's not my wars here.
Your people's war. The Nords. What kind of life would we be giving our little one if we stayed here?
Well, let me think about it.
It is a nice looking staff though, isn't it? You there.
Seems like no one is getting a decent night's rest in Dawnstar, stranger. Best buy your steel and move on.
Why is nobody getting any rest?
Nightmares? I haven't met a single man or woman who doesn't admit to having them. Bad dream, I can handle. But everyone having the same bad dream every night. It's a curse, I say. I hear there's a priest of Mara visiting the inn. Maybe the divines will cure us.
Ha. Divines. Let me see what you have for sale.
Looking
I'll be
to
on my
protect
way.
yourself? Or deal some damage? I'm back if you need steel.
Of course.
Old Lady Frida is a grouch, but she sure can whip up a cure for rabbits.
Yes?
The people here are still plagued with
Divine's
nightmares.
sake, Skulls. Who do you think we're threatening with our old war wounds? We're not soldiers anymore.
Your man Ulrich is wearing his old Legion armor.
Just one of the miners. I don't
What
want
should I
any
make of
trouble.
that?
He's proud of his service, Skull. The Legion taught us loyalty, and we're loyal to Dawnstar.
This isn't over.
Oh, so the cloak strudel.
I catch you sending one.
Yeah, here, let me show you real quick. Because I was playing around with them. This is the Cobalt version of the Lace Long. Looks like it's meant for a female character, but the nice thing I like about this is that it's semi-transparent. It also fits underneath his garb as opposed to trying to go over the top, so there is absolutely no clipping with his robes.
What's to say?
And it kind of matches, it kind of doesn't. And yes, it's a little feminine.
What about your family? There must have been someone waiting for you back
But,
at the farm, wondering if you were ever coming home.
No, can't say that.
he's a little eccentric. Yeah, it is. Yep. And this is why I said I liked my lighting. BLFX, ELE, the patches. I know you need a couple patches for them, but they do look good. So, dungeons and things will be darker.
What is this about, Jan?
But
Pledging more and more of our guard to the front lines.
never fear,
This is going, we won't be able to defend our own.
there is trusty candlelight, and when all else fails, I do have my quick light.
The Imperials back.
And that will definitely illuminate.
And every opportunity for glory.
Glory is meaningless if they have no home to return to. I urge you to lower our commitments to the front until I'm sure we're safe.
I won't have you rob our soldiers of their chance to drive out the Empire. I'm done discussing this, Jan.
It's a good increase. Definitely take that. And Magicka. Go right into destruction. Novice studies. Crystal skin gained, huh? Let's see. When hit by a melee attack, imprison the attacker in ice for 10 seconds, or until hit with an attack. I am curious as to what this looks like.
Swords and armor. Local blacksmith coming in.
Probably a flesh spell?
Every piece polished
Yeah.
to a fine shine.
Icy flesh?
Yes, my lord. We could hardly waste anyone else's precious time on such
Yeah.
a tedious task.
Exactly.
If you're here about the nightmares, I'm afraid my pleas to the College of Winterhold go unheard.
So you're the core wizard?
If you could call it that. The Jarl can make all the demands in the world. I'm not setting one
No, I have
foot
my
on that
brightness up,
battlefield.
Sonar.
I fought in the Great War. I cut enough young lives
It's up more
short,
than
I'm not
halfway, so
gonna
if
do
I put it
again.
normally at halfway, you guys wouldn't be able to see anything. I know you can see because I'm looking at my phone here, but... Yes, it would be. We already have 2 on Okados, so I'm looking for a 3rd. And what have you got for sale?
Take a look.
Court mages. We'll hold on to these. She won't buy my Staff of Calm, will she?
To another fine day in
She should.
Dawnstar. I had hoped life would be... Huh. I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this.
There she will. I don't need it. Ah, she doesn't have enough. And you mentioned the Great War.
About 30 years ago, the Aldemary Dominion invaded the Empire. It was a surprise attack. Caught everyone off guard. They ended up sacking the Imperial City. I was there, blasting apart young elven men and women with fireballs and lightning bolts. By Akatosh, all the blood, the smell of flesh burned and pulled apart by magic. I never want to do that to another soul. Ever again. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Excused.
I'm Scald's house.
Unless you're here to solve this nightmare problem, I don't need you.
As you wish. Instead of priest. What's this? Inside here.
Yes? Hmm?
Should I be speaking to you?
Yes?
Figures.
Take a look.
All right then.
I love the look of this dagger, by the way. I know it's very basic. It'll never be tempered.
Dawn started a strange time, friend. Seems everyone in the town is having nightmares.
Nightmares, huh?
I'm waiting.
Keep waiting.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything. Or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red.
Oh, God almighty.
To Whiterun from old Warwick's death.
Can I kill her?
Braggart did swagger and brandish
Excuse
his
me.
blade. I envy you travelers. Dreams aren't affecting anyone not from here.
Good. I need to make a request.
Sure, what can I do for you?
You could shut the hell up.
Sure, my voice could use a rest.
Yeah, could use more than that.
Need
You.
something?
Yes?
What's wrong with everybody around here?
The entire town is being plagued by horrible nightmares. They're in serious danger, but I'm afraid there's little I can do about it.
What could you do anyway?
These dreams are manifestations created by the Daedric Lord, Vermina. She has an awful hunger for our memories. In return, she leaves behind nightmares.
Why would I do that?
Not unlike a cough marks a serious illness. I must end her terrible influence over these people before the damage becomes permanent.
Why would they be looking at me?
It's not affecting me.
About the service?
Doesn't seem to be affecting you. And what do you care of these people? I assume you have a plan?
I need to return to the source of the problem, to Nightcaller Temple. Perhaps you'd be willing to assist me in that regard.
Help a Dunmer, huh? Maybe. Tell me what you mean by return. You've been there. Although I've been there. You've been further.
I've already said too much. If anyone overhears what we're saying, it could start a panic. I would simply ask that you trust me and help me end Dawnstar's nightmares.
Tell me more. Not yet.
Your concerns are understandable. Trust is a very difficult commodity to come by these days.
You have no idea.
I can only give you my word as a priest of Mara that my intentions are honorable.
Trust you for now. How can I help?
Wonderful. My Lady Mara will be quite pleased. Nightcaller Temple is only a short walk from Dawnstar. Come, we must hurry.
So tell me about Vermina.
Vermina resides in a strange realm known as Quagmire.
Giggity.
A nightmarish land where reality shifts upon itself in seemingly impossible ways. From her citadel at the center, she reaches forth to collect our memories, leaving nothing in return, apart from visions of horror and despair.
What does she do with these memories?
Who can say? Perhaps she collects them for display like works of art in a nonsensical art gallery. Whatever the case may be, her intentions are far from benevolent. I promise to answer all of your questions. Follow me.
I'm just one of the miners. I don't want any trouble.
Can't sleep well no matter how
Follow
much
me.
you drink.
It's
Dead
this way.
drunks.
It feels good to only have a chance to help these people. Helplessly watching them suffer has been difficult.
Dangerous post, Dawnstar. If the bandits don't get you, the animals will.
The tower on that hill is our destination. People around here call it the Tower of the Dawn. I'm not familiar with the tower's history, but it was deserted for quite a long time before Nightcaller Temple was established inside. When the temple was active, the priests would rarely be seen in Dawnstar. They preferred to live a solitary existence. The temple's been abandoned for decades now. Ironic, isn't it? A ruin within a ruin. There's a small shrine to Mara I established inside the tower's entry hall. I was hoping to seek spiritual guidance from her. Perhaps my prayers were answered. Your
So that's
recent
your
stumbling
shrine.
across Dawnstar is more than a mere coincidence.
Fair enough. You're a mage, man, and you carry a torch. Pathetic. It's much easier. Come on. There you go. As with a lot of my characters, he's not that nice of a guy. Doesn't really care for any of the other races. He especially doesn't like Nords and Imperials. Imperials a little bit less. Nords for obvious reasons. He also doesn't care for other vampires. He could stand Bosmer and Khajiit to a point. We all know why that is. And he has a pretty severe disdain for the Red Guards. Argonians don't seem to trouble him though. And obviously other Altmer. Oh. The majority of other Altmer don't bother him.
Before we enter,
yeah.
I must warn you about the dangers that could be lurking within. Years ago, this temple was raided by an Orc war party seeking revenge. They were being plagued by nightmares, just like the people of Dawn.
Get that out of my face.
Years ago, this temple was raided by an Orc war party seeking revenge.
Yeah.
They were being plagued by nightmares.
So were they
like
successful? Tell me.
Knowing they could never defeat the Orcs, the priests of Vermina released what they called the miasma, putting everyone to sleep.
So if there's sleep, why is it so dangerous?
I'm concerned that when this place is unsealed, the miasma will dissipate and they'll awaken. Both orcs and priests alike.
And tell me what this miasma does.
The miasma was created by the priests of Vermina for their rituals. It's a gas that places the affected in a deep sleep. Because the rituals would last for months or even years, the miasma was designed to slow down the aging process.
So is it still dangerous?
Sadly, yes. The longer an individual is exposed to the miasma, the more the mind can become damaged. Those who've been under the effect of it for extended periods of time have been known to lose their minds entirely. In some cases,
you could see that flicker was my
never awoke
candlelight,
at
not
all.
his torchlight. Okay.
Once we get inside, all will become
It
clear.
will happen. He'll only wield a torch if absolutely necessary. Otherwise, he relies specifically on his magics.
Give me just a moment, and I'll have this open. Now I can show you the source of the nightmares. Over here. Behold the skull of corruption, the source of Dawnstar's woes. We must reach the inner sanctum and destroy it. Come, there's no time to lose.
So yeah, that's with nothing on. You can't see a damn thing. See enough? Ooh. Already have it. Black cape. Okay, that stuff.
Damn it! The priest must have activated this barrier when the miasma was released.
Looks pretty difficult to breach.
Impossible, actually. I wonder. There may be a way to bypass the barrier, but I must check their library and confirm it can be done.
Alright, so you know about this place. You know more. You wouldn't tell me in the end, so I'll give you a chance to tell me now.
I suppose there's no point in concealing the truth any longer. My knowledge of this temple comes from personal experience. I was a priest of Vermina.
Figures. So why didn't you just tell me?
Yes, you're right. I should have. But I didn't know what to say.
Most of them
The
don't.
orcs raided the temple. I fled. I left my brothers and sisters behind to die. I've spent the last few decades living in regret and seeking redemption for Mara. And by her benevolence, I will right my wrongs.
Alright, where do we start?
I still have my key to the library. Whenever you're ready, let's move on.
So tell me how the skull is affecting the people of Dawnstar.
Lore holds that the skull of corruption holds a constant hunger for the memories of others. The skull has been out of touch for so long, I fear it's gained the ability to reach out on its own and try to feed. What it does with these memories is just conjecture, and an argument for scholars and historians to this very day.
Fair enough.
We mustn't tarry. The skull needs to be destroyed as soon as possible.
Could have killed him. Huh? I do like this cloak. It definitely suits him. This was going to be his town gear. You'll notice I moved his coin purse from the back because it was clipping obviously to the front side. There was nothing there aside from the light. Alright. The potions we kept, but everything else I took off. Anything that all geared up does, I took off him. He's got the backpack, that's pretty much it. With Perma, where is it? You'll notice that the carry capacity is 57 points. I believe it is, Wind, correct me on this, normally it's 50? Or is it normally 100? I think it's 50, but because of Imperious making the enchantments a little bit better, it goes to 57. So he really won't have much more carry weight than the 328 that you see. I may occasionally put a point into it. Things like a basic circlet, which was 20, is now 23. Necklace of Magicka, which was 30, is 34. So you can see we did start off with some extra Magicka, because none of his gear is enchanted. This is all base stuff, right? Yeah. So.
It's just up here.
Oh, and while we're at it, just so you guys can see what I did, alter his hair slightly. I went a shade lighter, and I gave him a little bit bigger of a beard. I did extend the tips of his ears a little bit more, to give them kind of more of a point, but I also sculpted them a little bit more. I did spend some time doing that. Obviously we can't see now, but you can see how dark it is. It's kind of crazy. Put his hood back on. Alright, let's go in for, wow. Can I even cast the Shadow Atronach? Let's see. I can. Took a lot of Magicka, but let's see what she does.
Where?
Stop them!
Devotee no more. Be taking those.
This library used to be filled with arcane volumes. Now, almost everything's been burned. Oh. Yes, my son. What is it I can help with? We mustn't tell it. The skull. We fight to the last.
Ah, very nice. Don't even have to lift a finger. Weapons. That.
Barring any more interruptions, perhaps we can locate the information I need.
Alright, so what are we looking for?
We're looking for a book of alchemical recipes called the Dream Stride. The tome bears the likeness of Vermina on the cover. It should be here somewhere. If you'll check the shelves around the balcony, I'll check around the lower level.
Candlelight is also helping with our alteration skill. So. Tough one. them aren't burned. I guess I'll be doing all the work
Yes,
then.
my son. What is it I can help with?
Get back to work. Varieties. Not this one. Out of the way. Huh. Well. Let's assume this is it. So where'd he go?
Yes, my son. What is it I can help with?
I found it.
Let me take a look. Mara be praised. There is a way past the barrier to the inner sanctum. It involves a recipe for a liquid known as
Thank you, Red.
Vermina's torpor.
A potion, I take it.
Yes. The torpor grants an ability the priests of Vermina called the Dream Stride, using dreams to travel distances in the real world.
Sounds interesting.
Quite amazing, yes. Alchemy and the blessings of a divine, distilled down into a ingestible liquid. Sadly, I have yet to see it function in person.
So you're gonna test it on me. We know how this works.
As a sworn priest of Mara, the elixir won't work for me. The torpor will only work for priests of Vermina, or the unaffiliated.
How can you be certain?
I will not lie to you. There is some risk involved. The last time the torpor was imbibed could have been decades ago. But I swear upon Lady Mara that I will do everything within my power to prevent any harm from befalling you.
Mara, huh? Yeah. Alright, where can we find it?
I believe there is a laboratory in the East Wing. If we proceed there, we should be able to locate a sample.
And what will this dream stride feel like?
You'll be viewing the memory of another through your own eyes and with your own body. Those around you will perceive you as normal, and you will find the words you utter may not be your own. Thanks to all of these odd principles, there is quite a lot of debate as to whether this is really a dream or just the machinations of Vermina.
How will I know when to awaken?
I will watch over you as you slumber to ensure your safety. If I deduce anything is amiss, I will use my arts to bring you back. Otherwise, I am uncertain what will end your dream stride. Perhaps when Vermina's curious appetite has been filled.
Yeah.
The laboratory adjoining. The library. I'm hoping we'll find a sample of the torpor left undamaged.
It's a mighty big axe. that stuff. Ah. Garlic. Nightshade, yes. These are things we like. This if I'll craft anything. Come on.
Now that they've been dealt with, we need to find the torpor.
So what does it look like?
It should be in a small bottle. Very
What's going on,
similar
Mel?
to a potion. I'll begin searching up here.
Fair enough.
The torpor
Candle
to be in a
ready.
tall bottle with dark liquid.
Get him,
Fine.
yeah.
Bring it to me. Yes, my son.
Ooh, got a good one here. Water walking.
What is it I can help with?
That would be interesting. Now, he won't do a lot of alchemy, but he will do some. Not yet, obviously. Yeah, quit. We have a lot of stuff we haven't sampled yet. Look at this. Take this. Sample up. Let's go into Magicka again. So let's see, what shall we do? Destruction. Ambitious methods. So all destruction spell damage by 10% and another 1% per 4 skill levels. Increase fire, frost, and shock enchantment strengths by 8%. Useful. Very useful. We do focus more on destruction. Conjuration is a very close second. And, yeah. Let's go take a look.
Yes, my son. What is it I can help with?
Oh, let's see how the little light does. Not that bad. Do keep a decent stock here. Barnacles, nightshade. Vampire dust. What's this? Magicka, yeah. Come on. And over. There we go. Okay, what's here? I assume this is it. Taking that.
Yes, my son. What is it I can help with?
I found it.
I'm relieved you discovered a bottle intact. This place looks as though it was ransacked by the orcs. So, I've taken us this far, but you need to guide us the rest of the way. Drink.
You want me to drink this now?
Dawnstar's fate rests in that tiny bottle. The longer we wait, the more damage Vermina could be doing to those poor people. I understand your hesitation, but I promise you that it works.
Fine.
Let's continue.
The orcs have breached the inner sanctum, Brother Baron.
We must hold. We can't allow the skull to fall into their hands.
More than a handful of us remain, Brother.
Then we have no choice. The miasma must be released.
The miasma? But, Brother,
we have no alternative. It's the will of them. And what about you, Brother Casimir? Are you prepared to serve the will of Vermina?
I made my peace. I'm ready.
Then it's decided. Brother Casimir, you must activate the barrier and release the miasma. Let nothing stop you. Brother Thorin, we must remain here and guard this skull with our lives if necessary.
agreed to the death.
Then let it be done. Farewell, my brother.
That's with quick light on. Interesting.
Worked. Mara be praised. You vanished after drinking the torpor and materialized on the other side. I've never seen anything quite like it.
It served its purpose. Nothing more.
After what you just experienced, you're not amazed? I'm at a loss for words.
We can discuss it later. We need to proceed.
Indeed. My reverence for Vermina's machinations should not take precedence over our mission. My apologies. The inner sanctum lies ahead. We must reach the skull and put an end to Dawnstar's troubles. Lead on, my friend. Come. We must get to the skull and destroy it.
lot of damage. Do I have anything to heal? I do. What did I put healing on? 6. Can't remember all of them. There we go. It's a little bit better. Good haul. Soul gem. It's, yeah. Oh. No, no, no. Burst Fate card. Take the rest. Alright. That knocked him out pretty quick. Got more of them in here. Anything else?
Is someone there?
There he goes. Get up. This one into stamina. Alright. Let's look here. So Conjuration's 22. Destruction 23. Let's go Alteration. Yeah, we got Oak Flesh, which we already have. That's fine. It's okay. Nice. Amulet of Vermina. That's interesting. Let's see that one. Doesn't do anything. Just looks cool. There we go. Hailstone. Oh, come on. see you. Did he lose his weapon?
There, Thorin, you're alive. No thanks to you, Casimir. I no longer use that.
He's got his fists up.
Priest of Mara. You're a traitor. You left us to die and then ran before the miasma took you. No, I was scared. I wasn't ready to sleep. Enough of your lies. I can't allow you to destroy the skull, Priest of Mara. Then you leave me no choice.
Whoa. That's the only thing I don't like about Master difficulty. Death is not highly overrated. Sometimes you just have to run away. Arthgard Arming Sword. Very valuable. What about you?
It's time.
Lunar Steel Mace Replica. Also not very valuable.
Skull must be destroyed. If you'll stand back, I'll perform.
Ooh, nice find. So you can see we have long bows and short bows. This orcish bow is a short bow. There are orcish longbows, and there are one of each category.
An incantation to remove the barrier.
You would think that the candles would have been lit, right?
I call upon you, Lady Mara. The skull hungers. It yearns for memories and leaves nightmares in its wake. Grant me the power to break through this barrier and to send the skull to the depths of oblivion.
He's deceiving you. When the ritual's complete, the skull will be free, and then Arender will turn on you. Quickly, kill him now. Kill him and claim the skull for your own. Vermina commands you.
Well, I was gonna do that anyway. Torches. So let's see. I was pretty sure you can get 2 of them, but I may not be running the right combination to get it. If not, that's fine. But we will keep it on the favorites. Skull Corruption is actually pretty cool. Ah, there we go. Yeah. Look at that. F5. What's up, Mr. B? So now let's check the MCM for that. Maybe sometimes it takes a second for it to kick in. No, Ivan staff. Alright. We have... Oh, no, there we go. We can lock this in left-hand staff, 59. So we won't be able to use a bow, but we're not going to. So now we have both the staves locked in. I was kind of hoping to get a look like that. And, interesting. So what does she do? Illusion spells work on higher level targets. Fermina is the Weaver of the Panoply and Terrifying Prince of Nightmares and Evil Omens. Illusion spells work on higher level targets. Witness the death of those under your mind, affecting spells. Kill people in their sleep. Sleep to prey. Those skilled in illusion are most deserving of my favor. We are currently a follower of Sirbane. So reading things, reading books, skill books, reading in general will buff our skills. So I'm not really sure I'm about to take on another Daedric Prince yet. This one, however, quite interesting. But we will take the illusion buff. Let me see if it. They cost 10% less. Okay, that's not bad. Crystal skin. Look at this. Because crystal skin stacks, 268 hours. That's the only downside of being a vampire is you have to watch out for those flame spells. Check that, yeah. Let me pick something else up here. Let's see. We'll use this. Generation, yep. Hold on to this one. Time of day is it? 8:50 a.m. It's the plus side of vampirism. Let's leave that Mara shrine alone. Up and over. Alright, so let's head on out. See how it looks in the daytime. Ooh. Blood boiling in the sunlight, eh? Using quick light with the candle. No, I haven't. Just the lantern. You think it'd be a little bit better? Let's see. So magic, right? Thank you, Mel. So type of light source would be magic. So instead of having the lantern... Ah, let's give it a try. Okay. So let's do this. Let's, Ooh. Well now. I think I love you, Wind. That was awesome. Can I dismiss it? Yes, I can. Oh, how useful is that? Oh. Yeah, we're gonna keep that on. Haha. That's cool. I mean, Nord.
Need something?
Buy my crap.
Take a look.
Like the Staff of Fury. How much gold does he have? God damn. Let's hold on to that. That. Now, get rid of some of this stuff, right? Her devotion, right? That we don't need. Did pick up 4 resist shock. These could come in handy. Don't need all that wine. And especially don't need a Horker loaf. Ah, boy. You could have this. You could have this. Whoa, water walking. I forgot about that. We need that. Bound dagger. I might actually learn that. Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Awesome. Win, that was very cool. Thank you.
Hmm?
So not bad as a vampire, I don't think. It was a nice preset to work with. Like I said, I sculpted him slightly. We didn't go into too much detail. Let's see how Vermina's devotion looks. That's probably gonna look awful. Oh yeah, look at that. See what I'm talking about? How the cloaks, how this one here, the lace, up underneath. Look at that. Now, you guys have seen these on probably a lot of female characters. Works just as well with something like this with the male character. And you know my style, a lot of my male characters are either fairly eccentric to a point, or arrogant. He's probably a good mix of all of them. Well, that's interesting. I guess it doesn't want to stay. Let me just check all geared up again. I had it locked in. Yeah, but staff's there. Skull of Corruption's there. Left-hand staff, yeah. I don't know. Oh well. What's up, Mel? What's what from the cloak? Cloak of the cloaks of Nerevar? Let me see. I'll tell you in a second. Where is it? Amulets. It may not have an ESP because I believe I just took the textures, not the meshes. Is there anything else in slot 59? No, slot 59 is for the bow. So it worked before. Let's see here. There we go. We'll have to finagle it. I have to put it in my left hand, I guess. And then if I have a spell, let's see, 4 would be. Let's see. Okay, so we're okay. He's good. So what are we looking for here? Do we have anything else to sell? Anything we need to get rid of? I have 199 carry weight. Staves weigh a lot. This. Should just sell this and be rid of it. Alright, let's go see the court mage here. Cloak of Nerevar. Yep, that's what it is, man. Yep. I'm gonna keep trying to cast this. Now that I know, I'm gonna still go in there. Where did she go?
I'm here to lend my magic to the people of Dawnstar.
Oh, you better start lending.
So, you wish to master the arcane arts.
Alright. What are we looking for here? So let's learn this, this, and this.
Back to...
And, we can actually take the Flame Atronach off for right now.
Another fine day in Dawnstar.
With respect.
Soul Cloak is always handy.
The Imperials think us all lawless beasts. I'm proof of the ignorance.
So Nightcaller, huh?
That spell looks dangerous. Keep your distance.
Of course it's dangerous. Oh, we got 20 of those bad boys. What's this? Oh, I went light on the music, Sam. My music's actually vanilla. But vanilla Bethesda games. So... It's up this way. See, Soul Cloak. Actually, I really should put that on the autocast. But it gave me a level, so that's okay. Magica. Alright. Let's think about this. Wayfarer. 5% frost poison and disease. 4% movement speed while outdoors. Could be useful. You'll see my stats lowering because of being in sunlight. We're gonna go with sneak. So their detection of me is reduced by 25 degrees. Sneaking is 15% better. It's not that bad. We're gonna have a low sneak to begin with, but let's just be prepared just in case, right? Oh yeah, I gotta love those, oh, there goes Wayfarer. Okay. Should be what, Ingvild? I believe. Let's keep the old compass on here. And I am going to be going between third and first person. Normally as a mage, I stayed at first person just because it's a little bit easier for me. But traveling, what's up here? But traveling, yeah. What the hell is this? It's journal. So Let's see, we were headed this way. I did notice an FPS drop certain parts, Sam. Like right now I'm at 58. But it has fluctuated. It's gotten down into the high 40s. So I would attest that to, I guess, the 3D LUTs. I mean, they do look really good, and like I said, you can see on the map what everything looks like. Everything is visible. Right? But it's more of a thing of my PC's not as strong as yours. Let's see.
Here's what I can spare.
Huh, that's right, I don't have anything for him, right? Except for this thing. Ancient Dajic Face of Terror. Right? I have 15 lockpicks. He doesn't even have any lockpicks. Alright. Oh, now they attack me. You see that? Bastards. I think so too, Win. For what it is, for what you're saving, you get John's Mountains, and can I hit him from here? I probably can. Down you go. Since you're the one that caused me to get attacked in the first place. Paul is leveled up. Nice. Alright. It's leveled up. FMR. Warlock. Necrosis is good. Where is it here? Let's take Puppet Master. I think this is how I take it. Undead summons cost nothing and last 100% longer. Cool. And Blade Curse is there. Void Bolt we haven't used. The Death Guard's getting there. Some. Let's F5 it right here. What do you think, huh? The lighthouse? Seems interesting. Yay! Okay. Let's, Ooh. Well, I hear them too. Hello. Journal Hobbs. Ugh. I hear them. Super rain. Yes. It's not that long. So we finally did it. We bought the lighthouse. I thought Hobbs was just making idle promises all these years. What husband doesn't want to promise their wife the 2 moons from the sky? But I didn't think we'd actually manage to get it. Now, if I could only find where we put everything. I can't find my favorite cooking pot, and it is slightly infuriating. Sudi and Mani seem unhappy, but they're still young and don't seem to understand that we just want to spend a few more years with them before they leave us to see the world. I know they think their father will live forever, but I see his age creeping into his eyes. He made me promise again that when he died I would put his bones in the lighthouse fire so he could look out over the ocean forever. Oh, these two get me sometimes. I went to unpack some of our keepsakes from the trading ships we used to sail, but I can't find them. Sudi keeps saying she's hearing something from the basement at night, and Manny suggested it was skeevers. They know I hate skeevers. Now I'm too scared to go down there at all. I'm glad I unpacked my favorite urn and put it safely on the mantle before those two started causing mischief. They put a skeever in the basement, I swear. Yeah, end of the journal there. Let's see, do we check? Up. Ah, can take that. Thing in here. Well, will come in handy. Well, Daedra. Sudi, I know you've been making up that stuff about the noises in the basement to try to get me to stay, but I'm only waiting till Father gets home, so you and Mother are safe. You could always come meet up with me before I head back to Hammerfell. Take care of your little sister, Manny. Getting out of Dodge, huh? What's the other one? Hobbs journal. This one too. So after years of sailing from Hammerfell to Solstheim and back, Ramadi and I have finally saved up enough money to buy that old lighthouse we spotted on the coast, and we are moving in next month. These Nords really know how to live. It may be cold, but you can't beat the tranquility of watching icebergs to live out your silver years. Ramadi loves the place, too, despite the occasional leaky ceiling. Manny and Sudi, unfortunately, seem miserable here. I know the kids are old enough to strike out on their own, but I hope they'll grow to love the peace and quiet here as I have. Manny and Sudi continue to bicker and harass each other, as they seem to have started on their mother as well. Ramadi keeps finding things missing from the cellar. Sudi said she heard a noise down there, but Manny just thinks their mother is going mad from isolation. The very thought of it is ridiculous. She always wanted to retire here. Sudi keeps saying that she hears scratching coming from the cellar at night. I think she's just trying to get her mother's goat. But I better head into town and get a few traps just in case it is skeepers. It should only take a couple days. I just hope those two go easy on Ramadi while I'm gone. Oh gods, why? I return home to find my beautiful Ramadi killed and this horrible bug-like creature ransacking our home. I managed to kill the damn thing. I think it might have been a Daedra. I've never seen anything like it. Oh gods, poor Ramadi. I must have come out of the cellar. I'm going down there, locking the door behind me to make sure they don't escape. I don't know if I'll make it out, but I have to save my family. Hobbed. Huh. Well. You as well. Interesting. Sweeties. Yeah, they hate it here, Yeah. What's this one? Mortal Blood. Take that one. Is that money I see? Amethyst. Ah, investigate further. So this thing, huh? Oh, that's right. She did say about the mantle, didn't she? Torch bug. Burn. Ah. Let's get ready. Oh shit. He did say traps, did he? Yeah. Okay. There's another one. Let's get that. Magica. Actually, go 1 into health. Just to make sure that we're over 100. Well. And let's see here. Alteration is at 30. Ooh. Each incoming hit restores 3% of magicka. Mage's toolbox. Oh. Restoration would be handy. Right. All restoration spells are 20% cheaper. And then regrowth would probably be something we would use. What do we get? Anything good? Oh, it grants us a random spell word. We had this. Negates up to 243 points of spell damage. 33 points per second. I think I had this. Yeah. No, it's not that bad. So charcoal sticks. So what the hell is down here? Which way am I going? Ah, this way. So they came through here. Ooh, duck. Can you make it? Do I have to resummon you? Okay. Don't like this at all. Is he hidden? Oh, no you don't. Down you go. Do max. Take all that. What else do they have in here? Trying to hide that, I see. Empty chest. Whoa. Well, that's a way to go. Alright, I'll take another torch. Just in case. Not good. I hear them. Did they wake them all up? They're on the other side. Take that while we can get it. Forgotten magic. Let's see. Warlock. So the Death Guard leveled up. Increases my health by 100 points when he's active. Yes, please. So as you can see now, I'm at 115. As soon as I summon him, I'll be at 215. Plus 100, see that? There you go. Help me stay alive. That won't help me stay alive. Let's get let's do this. Still messing with him? There we go. If we take the venom. Ooh, he's got a lot of stuff. Flesh. So you can see things have been recalculated here with Perma. Falmer supple bow, which is now considered the short bow. So you remember the Falmer had the regular Falmer bow and then the supple bow. So the supple's the short bow, the regular bow's normal bow. Look at its value, 846 for a weight of 8.4, damage of 15. So the damage isn't bad. It's a nice value. Falmer arrows damage now of 19 and value of 3. We still aren't taking them, but the bows will take. Yeah, gold on them too. Alright. I'm honestly not worried about the twin staffs on my back. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, oh well. Alright. Let's think about this. He's down. He'll go down pretty quick. There's 2 more of them. I'll take her feet, why not? Oh shit. Out of the way. You get him? Good. Damn those things. I hear them. Bastard. Missed. Down you go. See, there's the regular bow. Alright. Do they have anything else of value? Not really. Mushrooms. Take all that. Nice. No way. I could have thought. Yeah, we did put this on the favorites, didn't we? Good. Let's take that level. So go into Magica again. Destruction's almost at 30. Yes. And in case you're wondering, yes, I added the keys in. Hobbs remains. Ugh. What the hell do we do with that? Nothing. Unbound fire. I could take that. So the wife said, oh, I don't want to step on that again. Take it upstairs. And he wanted to be buried. Let's, what time of day is it? Ah, nighttime. Perfect. We get to see what it looks like at night. Alright, that's where we came up. Ah, there it is. Old. Their staff. Steel sword of... That's funny. We're gonna take that. I don't have much carry weight left. That's funny. F5. Well, I guess we could sleep here for the night, I guess. Sailor's Repose. I think that's the, healing spells cure temper somewhere. Yeah, could take that. What's up, Gina? The little yellow flower in the widget mod. So you basically have no, you probably asked that a while ago. I'm looking at my thing here. Right? Oh no, it was only a couple minutes ago. I will help you after the stream. I am gonna get some sleep though, if I can. They did have some food. I could pretty much eat whatever, I think. Take salmon meat. Right. So, okay. Get some rest here. And, 2. I wake feeling rested. Glad I do. There we go. Hey, he's all set to go. Oh, that's right, it is daytime, yeah, 5 a.m. Well, you don't want to fight him? You want me to do all the work? I could. Useless. All that for nothing, right? We still haven't fed yet, so keep that in mind. Let's check up here. Not good. He's trying. Standing still, just the mage, I think. Wind. Nothing happens, huh? Somebody obviously put this here for a reason. Map is a little odd. Did you guys see that? I saw it. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Part of the... Looks like there's a line that's filtering it out. I mean, the map is all there, but didn't have that in the beginning. Okay then. It's the chief. Is he fighting his own friend? He's fighting somebody. Interesting.
Come on, shield against the sword. You won't escape. You can't hide from me.
Well, you going to help or what are you going to do? I mean, I'll take all the silver, that's fine with me. Oh, there's a bunch of them. Why don't,
Stab you in the back.
yeah. Silver hand, huh? Get up there. Huh.
Well, that was embarrassing. Brought to the ground by a couple of weak little bandits. I even had a plan, too. I was going to charge in and catch them off guard. Take all the thinking out of it. Only I tripped on the stairs on the way up. Story of my life.
Does sound rather embarrassing and pathetic. Go on, tell me what happened.
I nearly fell over the edge before one of the bandits, of all people, pulled me back. Then the two of them started using my face as a target dummy. The sad thing is, if we fought in an empty room, I could slay a dozen of these jesters, as clean and easy as the snow and frost fall. But out here, sometimes I feel like I'm fighting underwater. Nothing ever seems to go right.
Jeez. Yeah, you need to pay attention to your surroundings.
That is good advice, but hard to take when there is so much of it. The surroundings. Can't keep track of it all and concentrate on my opponent.
Alright, not gonna be speaking to her anymore.
Goodbye.
Yep. Although I'm gonna be searching these guys. Hawk feather, ooh, nice. Vampire dust. Why would he have vampire dust? And a silver arming sword. I don't have much carry weight left. Well, let's see what they had upstairs. Steel arrows, huh? Empty barrel with blood. Yep. Nothing of value. She's just gonna what, hang out here? Speak to her in Dawnstar, huh? How about no? Let's rethink this. There's a dragon statue right here. It is, well, we kind of hit our way. Well, we could go that way, I guess. No, my map is good now. Interesting. Okay. I won't question it. I'll have to do some more research on this. Let's just see. Okay. I think it's about time I start to lighten some of my burdens. What do I have that is not worth a lot of money? As much as I would love to keep this, we'll actually put Troll's Bane up here. It's a replica anyway. Do that. Well, we need to feed. That's pretty much how the story goes. Really? Alright. Don't know who he is. Oh, he's a vigilant. Yeah. Have at my skeleton. Bastard. And I'll take that. That we could take. Couldn't make it. Usually a couple of them. Yes. So we're on the second tier of vampirism. Okay. What do we get? Ooh, we got seduction. Nice.
Is there something I can do for you?
Of course.
Hey, what are you trying to pull?
Finally. Don't mind if I do. Okay. Now that we have that out of the way, let's look at some alchemy. We don't have a lot of certain things. 2 data hearts. Hold on to them. Elven flesh will kill me. Or is it the heart? I'm not sure which. It's one of them. That did it. What's that, 1? Let's not eat all the things. Let's prepare this. Alright. Let's try it again. Oh, we have to do it all over again. Alright. I know certain ones are okay. Alright. So we're good on that. Let's see about the Elven Heart. I think that's the one. Damage health, yeah, that's gonna knock me. No, not as bad as I thought.
Is there something I can do?
Helps ear. Alright. Human flesh. There's another one. Not bad. Human heart. I think that's another damage health. Oh yeah. Alright, so we survived that. Exhaustion. So you'll notice there are old spells and old alchemy potions from, I think, Oblivion. I would probably wager that some of them were in Morrowind, if you notice some of the ones that popped up. And then obviously whatever Skyrim adds. Since we have a buttload of these, let's just regen this stuff. We good? Alright. Now I do believe I have an Amulet of Zenithar, which unfortunately on this custom armor doesn't show, but that's okay.
What do you need, handsome?
Ooh.
so you're an alchemist then?
Yeah, let's sell her some stuff here. Lingering magic, poison. No, don't need it. Lingering poison, nope. 15 points per second, nope, not useful. These base poisons aren't all that. 7 points per second, that's not bad. It's actually better than the frostbite venom. Let's hold on to it, I guess. We'll see what we can make.
All right then.
Since I did manage to steal a good amount from her. Damage, health, death bell, elven heart, and let's try human flesh. 13. That's not bad. Let's see if it creates anything else, right? So target moves at 50%, speed, damages, health. That's not bad.
You brewed a truly vile poison.
I know I did.
I pity the beast that tastes that.
What about the nightshade? Alright, that's not bad. How about resist fire? We just have one. 19%? That's not bad. Restore 8 points of health. That's pretty much cheap. Well, it's worth a lot. Couple. Restore magicka. We have these. Slow. Let's try. Was it chorus eggs? So the recipes sometimes are different. So that's invisibility, and it also damages my magicka by 12 points per second for 5, so I'll get, was that 60? Okay. Hanging moss. Blue mountain flower. Arcane detach, there's a big one. Target loses connection to Aetherius and can't cast spells for up to 4 seconds. Health is increased. Alright, so we could sell these to her, I guess. Why not? Chorus eggs and what? Ice Race teeth? Nice. Okay, we'll quit. And we'll take the level up. Magicka. Destruction. We're actually pretty good on our perks. We need to get Conjuration leveling quicker. Although we could also take Regrowth. We don't use wards. I'm never going to be dual casting healing spells, am I? No. Let's hold on to the perk. Alright. Alright. What have you got for sale?
So you're interested in my potions and ingredients?
Right. Take that. We'll hold on to these. Base invisibility ones. I think I'll hold on to them as well. That's useful. Ah, shit. Okay, not that useful. Let's sell her some body parts. How about, you take 12 of these, 12 legs. And feet. Take 12 of them. And hands, we'll say, can you take 9? She will barely take 9. Arms, we can get rid of somewhere else. That'll lower my carry weight down. She buys human parts, that's interesting. Alright. Oh.
Good morning.
Oh. Trellius. What have you got for sale?
Take a look.
So the Falmer supple bows, you can see how much we get for these. Hold on to one. Dumax, 208. Oh, he can't do that, can he? What can he do, 105? That's fine. We'll do 105. $52. Okay. And do you have anything? Blue bandana. No. Not really. No lockpicks either. Okay. Yeah.
All right then. Need something?
It's F5. What did I say about damage or time spells? They tend to freeze your game. Soul Cloak being one of them from Apocalypse. I may not be able to use that. Because it definitely froze up. See if I can task manager my way out of here. We'll let it sit for a second. Oh yeah, Skyrim's not responding. Well guys, looks like I will be no longer using certain Apocalypse spells. Because every time I do use certain Apocalypse spells, this is what happens. And it sucks because Okado's is a really amazing spell. Yeah, I'm frozen. Yep. Mm-hmm. Let's see if I could force quit it. It's not responding. Nope. Well. I did save it right before here. So we're on the road, so it's not that bad. It's not like you know, we lost much. It's literally just traveling down the road. Yeah, I'm locked up. Beware, Apocalypse. Bane of my existence. I can't even force the game closed. No, I can't. So I think that's going to be it for tonight. It's going on 1 a.m. for me. No, it's later for a few. It's earlier for others. I have coffee. I'm going to pop back in the Discord, I guess. I got a couple shots, so I can't even recover those. You know? At least I don't think I can. Let me see. Steam. No, yeah, no, I can't. Because if I can't, I'll tab out of here. I can't even get the pictures that I took. Son of a bitch. I really don't think Apocalypse is going in my next load order, and I may discontinue using the spell pack. Every single time I use specific overtime spells from it specifically, this happens. The poison spells from it, this happens. The Soul Cloak happens. Okado's just happens to do a couple things. You know, it's weird, Sonar. I never had issues on it with it on console, with the exception of Soul Cloak, and that's what I went to cast. Because I don't have it on the auto cast, I went to manually cast it. I'm sure there is. I'll have to take another look at Mysticism again to see. I'm not ending the play, obviously. I'm ending today's, but this character is definitely going to keep going. I'm really happy with the way he came out, and with his style, combining this in the Shadow Spell package. So I think what I'll do is I'll start using a little bit more from the Shadow Spell package, and I may cut out. I may take Okado's completely off, which means I'll have to manually cast my Flesh spell. If I could find something similar to it in a different yeah, because see, I'm completely locked up. Completely. I can close the task manager. Let's see here. Can I... If I close Steam... Oh. Yeah. Yeah. It's not doing anything. Bastard. Alright. I'll have to look Wind to see what's there. The problem's going to be the synergy between the Shadow Spell pack and Forgotten Magic, specifically the Warlock, because basically the spells from Warlock from Forgotten Magic is really what this character needs. Now, what I usually do to supplement him is a tiny bit of stealth and some illusion, because the Warlock spells count as destruction. Now I have the Uncapper, but as you see, he's physically leveling faster than my spells are leveling. Meaning experience of the spell, like Conjuration is slowly going up. I think I have it set at 0.9. Destruction, I think I have set at 1.1, so it's a little bit over. I may have to increase those within the Uncapper Innie itself. But, yeah. Yeah, she's good and locked up. I can't even. I'd like to be able to... Let me see if I can do this here. Escape. No, that's not going to do it. Delete. Nope, won't even do that. So, yeah. that's gonna be it for today, guys. I'll pop over into Discord because I'm gonna be up for a little while still. Not even really tired. I was hoping this was gonna go on for another hour or so. But it is 1 a.m. So I also have to be realistic about it. Well, I don't have Soul Cloak on the autocast. What I had on was my Flesh spell, Deathly Pall, and the one where an enemy hits me and they get encased in ice. And maybe that's the duration one too. Because that's from Apocalypse as well. And you saw how it said it stacks. So it was like 200 hours or something like that. Or 200, I don't know. Whatever the duration was, it was like 286 hours. But that keeps stacking and stacking upon each other. So anytime you do that, it's, you know. Who knows? I like him. I like the way he's starting. This is a good start. It'll give me a chance to do a little more writing. I had more here, but I'm reaching for my notepad, and because I had a little more to read in the beginning, but we didn't have as many people in, so that's okay. Episode 2. This is a pretty good start. I like the way that he started. We're using Unbound, and I had fun doing that. I had everything set up. Aesthetically, he may not change the rest. I really like his aesthetic. I was gonna swap between this and the Necromancer robes. If I find something else that's like a replacer, I may throw it in, but I like his aesthetic. And especially with the cloak. That just literally happened, because you guys have no idea how many different cloaks I tried on right before I actually started stream. I pretty much went through most of the lists before I came to them, and I actually bypassed them thinking that they were for female only. And then I came back and I grabbed, I think, the red one. And of course it didn't match, but it looked nice. And I'm like, well, there's no clipping here. So then I tried the one that you guys see on there now, and it just fit for me. Figuring that, you know, Altmer, obviously he thinks highly of himself. He is magically talented. He did start off with quite a few spells. I took one from each school. Candlelight obviously was something I took. I have clairvoyance, but I didn't use it yet. I don't think it would be something he would use often, but I do have it. I took that instead of taking Fury, because Perma changes Fury to that weird fear spell that you can't actually target. It's like a touch spell. So, yeah. So, that's it. Thank you guys. I'll see you in Discord. Have a good one. Bye.